become aware of, process through, realize them as the illusion that they are, release toxic fat-soluble chemicals, cancer-causing chemicals, let them be burned and detoxified out of your body, and burn a stable, calm fuel, which is the fuel that will begin to create a foundation of stability so we can then treat anxiety and depression. If your blood sugar is going like this all day long, whoa, you're going to feel crazy inside. Does that make sense? So that's kind of where we're going. We're going to do a lot of work to get the body to burn its fat, to stabilize mood, stabilize blood sugar. This is going to be the prana yoga sheath here to bring balance back here. We're going to use meditation as well as breathing techniques to integrate and balance the mind. Intellectual, we're going to use self-awareness. And then all of a sudden you go walking down the red carpet because you feel safe enough to do that. Breathing, I'd like to talk to you about. There are aspects of love. Not every situation, you're probably out in the break going, wait a minute about this, I'm not so sure I can just love this guy when he's being such a jerk, okay? I can't just go out and just be so lovey. Well, I'm going to give you some tools, because you're right. It's not always appropriate to just love them, right? But there are aspects of love that are very important and very useful. And the first aspect of love is called compassion. Now, in every situation, if he's not closing the cupboards and he seems to be incessantly keeping them open and he'll never take out the trash, we could possibly find out some way to be compassionate for this person. Clearly, he had some cupboard closing trauma at birth that left him incapable of closing cupboards. Therefore, we're having waves of compassion for this poor person who simply doesn't have the capacity to close a cupboard. Right? We can all find compassion. True? When you have compassion, you have. If you were a soldier, now that we're all warriors, right? We're all like, this is our new army, right? So we're all warriors, and we're soldiers, we have our weapons, and we see someone on the ground and we see them hurting, okay? For me to be compassionate to this person, I have to take my weapons and put them down. I have to disarm myself. And when I disarm myself, I can then love them and be compassionate. I can't have all these weapons and guns and hand grenades and all that stuff on me. I have to take my weapons off. I have to become vulnerable. And then I can give compassion. So when you have a non-cupboard closing husband who is irritating you and irking you, then instead of reacting with anger, I might find a disarming ability using compassion, realizing that his birth trauma of cupboard closing left him incapable of closing cupboards, so therefore I have compassion for you. And in doing so, I disarm myself. And therefore, I become vulnerable. And now I'm on the precipice of the vulnerability of true love. Even compassion can push me over the edge into true love. And even that alone is enough to get you there. The second aspect of love is called gratitude. Gratitude is huge. Gratitude connects us to our joy. We talked about the joy of who you are. The nature of you is to be joyful, not to be happy for some reason because something good happened to you and the stock's gone up this week, but to be joyful for no reason. It's your nature. The way to access joy is through gratitude. So we practice gratitude. In many situations, we can find the ability to be grateful. Right? If the guy's being a jerk, or you're, like you said, you're driving down the road, someone cuts you off and honks the horn, you can be compassionate. But this person must be really, really, really angry, must be really, really upset, must be going really fast for some really good reason, and I feel sorry for this person that their life is so distraught with strain and stress that they have to act like that, so I can be compassionate in that situation and just back up and go, be my guest.